Roger Federer needs no introduction. Going down in the books of tennis history as one of the greatest of all time, Roger Federer has more than 100 titles to his name and some untouchable records too. 237 weeks at the #1 spot. Damn, Roger leaves all other tennis greats in the dust by a mile. What are some other shocking facts and instances in Federer's glorious career? Stick around and find out. Roger had some important wins earlier in his career. In the 4th round of Wimbledon in 2001, Federer defeated his own idol, 7-time winner Pete Sampras, launching himself onto the international stage. Every fan remembers the moment when Federer dropped to his knees after beating Sampras with a forehand return on match point. This match proved to the world that Federer was capable of greatness. By ending Sampras's 32-match winning streak,
I needed the likes of Pete Sampras, to also show me how it is at the top, and it's tough, but I feel like I had a lot of fun on the tour. It was not just about tennis, it was also...
Federer's changed the course of history and earned himself a name in the tennis scene at the time. But wait, what about his first Wimbledon win? When Federer came to Wimbledon in 2003, he was starting to feel the pressure. He had not advanced past the quarterfinals of a Grand Slam and had earlier that month lost in the opening round of the French Open. However, the fact that he had won his first grass court championship the week before in Halle had given him more self-assurance. He easily won the match, dropping just one set in the games before the final, where he defeated Mark Philippoussis to win his first Grand Slam championship. The following year, 2004, is remembered as when Roger became Roger. The Swiss tennis star attained world #1 status for the first time after winning the Australian Open at the beginning of the year.
See each other again on a different type of tennis court. Like you said, somewhere around the world. I have no plans whatsoever. Where, how, when. All I know, I would love to go and play places I've never played before.
And he had no plans of stopping there. Despite losing early in Paris, he won Wimbledon for the second time, the US Open, and another Grand Slam by putting on a masterful performance. Roger is popular for his shockingly casual playing style. Roger Federer introduced some of the most unique shots and plays into the world of tennis, leaving fans in awe. Federer's smooth and laid-back approach to the game best describes his playing style. He plays with an air of ease and his movements on the court appear effortless. On his shots, he can produce a lot of power while still being in control. One of the best in the game, his renowned one-handed backhand is a prime example of this. He has incredible power and accuracy, which frequently makes it difficult for his opponents to get the ball back. Smooth, huh? It doesn't end there. Federer is well known for his forehand, where he hits the ball with a distinct motion and a lot of topspin.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. He has a one-handed backhand, and I used to have long hair too, so... yeah, so maybe a little bit, sure. And he has got more of a continental grip, than players nowadays.
Allowing him to do it quickly and accurately. He's well known for his ability to make winning swings even when things look hopeless. He can take the ball early and hit it quickly, which makes it challenging for his rivals to return. But wait till you get a load of this. His most shocking move has to be his tweener. That is what they call it when a tennis player returns a shot from between his legs. The shot is tricky to play, and when Roger played it for the first time, everyone thought it was a fluke. But no sir, he constantly played this shot, later on puzzling the opponent and earning tough points to prove to the world that no swing is impossible for the tennis king.
Perfect serve is, I think it's all in the toss, really. It's the only shot we actually do control. Everything else, we have to react to the opponent. So here we go. Up, jump, hope it lands in.
Federer also relies heavily on his ability to play the net. He's renowned for his lightning-fast reflexes and ability to sprint to the net to return shots. He's known for confidently charging towards the net with shots coming towards him at a speed of over 120 kilometers an hour. You really have to be packing a pair to pull that off. And don't even get us started with the serves. He is without a doubt the king of the serve, as according to ATP statistics, he's won 89% of the sets where he was on serve. Insane, isn't it?
That I'm so thankful to Peter Carter and Tony Roach and just people's, I guess my popularity here and their support.
Roger has always been amazing at defending his titles. Now this is where Roger's performance throughout his career gets really astonishing. Roger Federer held the #1 spot from 2004 to 2008 after winning his first Wimbledon. That is an astounding 237 weeks at the top spot, and that itself is a world record. How does one even manage to do that? Jimmy Connors comes in second on this list with only 160 weeks as the #1. That isn't even close. Federer regained his #1 ranking a few years later. In 2012, Federer had only won one major championship at Wimbledon in 2010. He played Andy Murray in the 2012 championship match and subsequently pulled away to win his 8th Wimbledon championship and 17th Grand Slam title after Murray took the opening set. With the victory, Federer regained the top spot in the global rankings at the age of 30, when the majority of athletes had already called it quits. Federer is also the oldest player to be ranked in the top 10 at the age of 38, which is also one of his countless records.
I don't know what. Some fans call me that. I don't call myself that, but yeah, we have a lot of animals in Switzerland, and goats are part of the livestock we have over there. Yes.
Tennis daddy? Sorry, not sorry. That's not it for Roger's records, though. Oh, we're just starting to enlist Roger's services. In terms of Grand Slams, Federer holds the record for most Grand Slam titles in the Open era with 20 titles to his name. He also holds the record for most Wimbledon titles in the Open era with 8, and for most Australian Open titles in the Open era with 6 titles that he made on his own. In addition, Federer set a new record in 2010 by making 23 straight semifinal appearances, which is still among the most remarkable feats of tennis history. Did we mention that these weren't just any semifinals? These were Grand Slam semifinals. That is astounding. Federer also holds the record for most ATP Tour titles in the Open era with 103. He also holds the record for most ATP Tour final titles with 6. In addition to these records, Federer has also won the most prize money in the history of tennis, over $130 million. That's crazy. He also won the most ATP Tour awards, including the Steven Edberg Sportsmanship Award, which he has won a record 6 times. All great things must come to an end. One of these is Roger Federer's stupendous career in the sport. Federer's age and his consistent knee problem, which required repeated surgeries, finally caught up to the star, and he had to make the decision to not go on with the sport. Federer played admirably to get to the championship match after winning in Miami and Halle. He defeated Nadal in the semifinals to set up a matchup with Djokovic. Everything from trying to become the oldest winner to trying to match Martina Navratilova's record of 9 titles was on the line. For the first 4 sets, Federer also had the advantage, but he was unable to win largely because of Djokovic's tenacity. Federer made his eagerly anticipated comeback in Dubai in March 2021 after a lackluster 2020. He defeated Dan Evans in the first round before losing to Nikoloz Basilashvili. He played rarely up until the French Open, where he advanced to the 4th round before retiring to protect his knees prior to his match in the 16th round. Soon after, he underwent a 3rd procedure on his right knee and declared his intention to join the tour once he was fully recovered. Sadly, though, the last surgery was not successful enough for Roger to hit the courts again and compete at the highest level. So after 24 years of playing and with over 100 titles to his name, on September 15th, 2022, Roger Federer announced his retirement from the sport.
It was never supposed to be that way. It's just happy to play tennis and spend time with my friends, really. And it ended here, so it's been a perfect journey. I would do it all over again.
But what an era for the sport, thanks to Roger Federer the Great.